An uneasy twinge in the back of my mind told me this wasn't a good time or place for a nap. I tried to sit up to warn Fraser and Jessie that we should go, but my body felt so heavy, so sleepy. I heard Jessie begin to snore softly. Then a hypnotic humming began to buzz inside my head. My eyes refused to open. My chin fell heavily onto my chest as if my jaw were made out of the same rock as these hills. Jessie snored. I fell asleep, and in my mind, the hills began to grow eyes. Round eyes with no lids. They popped out of the rock on long stalks. The stalks swayed in the wind, then twisted to peer at us. Hundreds and hundreds of them sprouted from the rocks to stare at us. I struggled to wake up from this terrible nightmare, but my body was pinned to the rock. I stirred, dreaming that it was night and we'd been sleeping all afternoon. As I shifted, a rock dug into my hip and I woke up to total blackness. It was night. We'd been sleeping for hours and hours on this hard, rocky ground. How could that be? Unless my dreams were true. I sat up, wincing from all the places sharp rocks had dug into me. Blurry images of dark dream shapes were fast fading, although I struggled to hold on to them. What had happened to us? I remembered something about eyes and urgent whispering, but that was all. It was scary to feel the dream slipping away into the dark. Not knowing what had happened was worse than anything. Jessie, Fraser, I called out. Are you awake? There was no moon, and it was so dark I couldn't see anything but black shapes. I couldn't tell which were rocks and which were Jessie and Fraser. Suddenly, Jessie's voice came out of the dark. Wow, what time is it? I heard her move and saw her start to stand up, rubbing her leg. Ow, I hurt all over. How could all three of us sleep so long in this cold rock? There was no sound from Fraser. Fraser? I called again. My voice sounded small and shaky. Nothing moved around us. No one answered. Where could he be? I called louder. Fraser! My shout echoed weakly between the hills and died away. Maybe they got him, whispered Jessie, sliding close to me. She sounded scared and close to crying. The things in the hills. What do you mean? I asked her, dreading the answer. It's what I dreamed, she whispered fearfully. They crept down out of the hills. They were big and ugly and covered with scales. Tentacles stuck out all over them. They uncurled the tentacles and snatched us up one by one. It was just a dream, I said, a nightmare. Just then, a cold, bony, scaly tentacle grabbed me by the ankle.